So, Mr. Baxter, after a hard-fought and brutal game, we noticed some very visible improvements. And how would you progress? How would you say this week's game went from last week's to this week's?
Well, firstly, I wasn't at last week's game, but we lost 14-0. I know that, and I know that the team still played really well. But so I can only relate it back to 2 weeks ago, to be honest. And the improvement rate has been actually substantial. Okay, yeah, it doesn't change the fact that we still lost again. You know, it still doesn't change the fact that we've only won one game this year. But all things considered, we got in their heads and we played. Probably for the first time in a while, we actually played as a team. Something I've been begging for probably, a couple of months now. But I think that so many boxes were ticked tonight. I think I want to take my hat off to Jareth. I think it'd be foolish not to mention him. Actually, he actually played a sublime of a match, and picking man of the match was actually a really tough call. If I could give it to Jareth and Quinncy, I could. I would, sorry, but I think Quinncy rightfully deserved it. He scored a brilliant goal. His positioning was fantastic. His accuracy, his communication skills, and it was a nice surprise actually, because these were probably his weakest areas 2 weeks ago, and it was like seeing a completely different player. So very happy with the team. Shame about the result, because I genuinely did think we could win today.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
So, Quinncy, man of the match for today's game. You got yourself a goal and an assist. How would you rate your performance tonight with the goal and the assist?
I'll say we played pretty well, but I wouldn't give myself just the man of the match. I think most of the players played good, like Mitch. He helps me a lot through the match, and so did Matt, even though he's a bit wobbly, but he still helps through and scored. So did the defence, like Jeff. Jeff played very well in defence with his tackles and trying to defend and clear. But the fact that we played as a team, and the fact that we actually didn't concede for a very long time, for the first time in 2 months, is actually a big achievement for us. So if we stick to that, we'll probably win more matches. And I think we just keep carrying on how the momentum was today, and just carry on for the rest of the season.
Despite all the rough tackles that was being put into our midfielders and centre backs, how did you adapt to that kind of situation?
I think the opposite team was more physical than us, because I'm now bruised, as you can see here. But you're funny. But still got there in the end. I think that we need to be as physical as opposite teams if we want to succeed to win.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
So, Damian Brown, battle scarred and battle hardened. Another loss, but you played very, very well despite you suffering an injury. How did you adapt your play style with the injury?
Honestly, I was really happy with Jareth and Quinncy tonight. They really improved, but I give my hat top really to me, myself and Matt. We both suffered nasty tackles, but we both came back on and to play the rest of the game, and I thought everyone played well tonight, improving so much for the club.
Excellent. And obviously, as you previously mentioned, they were physical, and they made some really quite nasty tackles, as we saw during the game. But I understand it was very hard to pick man of the match. Is that understandable, the question?
Me and Kieran discussed it, and it was a really tough one this week. It was between two people. I wish we could give it to both of them, but me and Kieran had to discuss through and through, and Quinncy was the right person to go with. But Jareth did really well, and I'm really impressed with him. Everyone really played really well today, and if I could give two man of the matches, I would give it to Jareth and Quinncy without a shadow of a doubt.
And next week's game is against
Carfound 2.
Okay. Well,
hopefully we'll improve next week and we'll continue our good form. I know we lost today, but it's our first season. We've just come into it, and it's a great fun for everyone, and we're having a good time, and hopefully next week we'll come with a win.
I understand the training that you practiced beforehand went through very, very well. And did you feel that the training that was done beforehand by Kieran, Baxter and Sean Smith pay off tonight?
I'd say it really paid off loads, and I've got to give a big thanks to Ross Andrews. I thought he did really well with the drills, and sorry about that, guys. And yeah, really well, and next week's training we'll do a lot better, improving where we need to, and keep up the good form for everyone.
Thank you very much for your time.
No worries.